Welcome home cooks, it's Janine here from Janine's Gluten-free Kitchen, and it is a glorious sunny day in Brisbane today. I'm very excited. We are bringing to you a peanut butter and chocolate brownie. Yum! Looking forward to sharing that with you. Stick around. All right guys, let's get making our brownie. Now, full disclosure, this is the second time we're making it because the first time we made it, we did it in one of these brownie pans, which has the separators that help you separate your brownies into great serving sizes. However, what we found is that when we put our peanut butter on top, it stuck to this really badly. So this is wonderful if it's just a plain brownie. Throw it away for the peanut butter ones. Instead, we've got our standard square pan dish that we're going to use. All right, let's get started. First thing we want to do is melt our margarine or butter. We're using Nuttelex. Pop that in a bowl, and I am actually going to microwave it to melt it. But you can definitely do it on the stove top. Now, when you microwave butter and chocolate, you've got to keep it on low. Just a tip for you. All right, that was all of 20 seconds. And now we're going to put our dark chocolate dairy-free buttons, our sugar, and some water. The ingredients and the quantities are all below in the description. Give that a little bit of a stir, and we're going to throw it back because we want to melt the choc chips. Just going to give that a stir and see how we're going. Yeah, it's all melted nicely. Awesome. Let's put that aside, and we're going to, in our mixer, put in our almond flour, and our eggs, and our melted chocolate. Let's give that a mix. Always start on slow when you're mixing any kind of cake or brownie, otherwise it'll splatter everywhere. And gradually work it up. Now I've got that on medium, and I'm just going to mix that for a minute to give it a bit of fluff. Okay, so now I'm going to throw in my walnuts and my extra choc chips. And at this point, I'm going to mix it again, but just for a few seconds because I just want to incorporate it in. That's all. Let's get rid of these. That's it. Too easy. All right, let's now pour that in our pre-greased pan. Now I'm using a silicone pan because they cook really well and evenly, and they're also really easy to get out of the tin once you've finished. And the other great thing about silicone pans is they don't really stick. So you only need a light spray of oil and you're good to go. Unlike the metal ones, which you have to kind of powder and do all sorts of stuff and can be prone to sticking. Great. So that's our brownie. Now we want to put in our peanut butter. And what I've got here is a smooth peanut butter. This particular brand was really thick because it had no added anything. So I've added a little bit of oil just to loosen it up and make it a bit more runny. And you'll see why. We want to be able to just thread that through our brownie. Right to the edges. And if it's too thick, what ends up happening is it just clumps on the top, which is fine. I just prefer it to be a bit more ribbons throughout the whole brownie. Alrighty, looks about enough. And then I'm going to get this. Just work it in a bit more. Now it's got a really pretty sort of marbled look. Yum. I've got my oven set to 180 degrees and we're going to pop that in for about 35 minutes. And now we have our brownie that's ready to come out of our pan. We've let it cool down for about 20 minutes or so. I don't know if you know this little trick about putting a plate or something on top of your baking tray and then just flipping it to get it out easily. Look at that. That's why I like that method. And we can just put our board on there and flip it back over. Voila! All right, let's cut this baby up and let's see what we've got. Now I'm going to cut these into 9s. But again, cut it whatever size you want. I have a very, very sharp knife to get through those walnuts because they tend to drag a little without a sharp knife. Always a bit hard to get through that first bit. All right, let's try it with a serrated and see which one's better. No, go serrated. Much better. All right, let's have a look. Look at that. Look how fudgy that is. That looks delicious. Now I've cooked it just a tad under what you would normally cook a cake so that it stays really fudgy and almost a little underdone in the center. But if you prefer it a little bit firmer, just cook it for a bit longer. I did it for 35 minutes. Did I do it for 35 minutes? 20? Yes, 35 minutes. So you might want to do it for 40. It also depends on your oven. But anyway, that looks absolutely delicious. And it's a bit early for me to eat, but I'm looking forward to having these later. So there you have it, guys. Peanut butter chocolate brownie, super yummy. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like and please leave us a comment down below. We always love hearing from you. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that and hit the bell also. We'll see you next time. Ciao. Please tick that like box. No. There. Give a beautiful excuse me while I go clean that up. Yum. Let's go.